everybody, Dave Nassie here. This is going to be your lick of the week. How you doing? So we're going to do something a little bit different today that's going to be based out of a B minor triad. And we're going to string skip this guy. And it's going to use a little bit of stretching. So let's go ahead and check this out and we'll get started with that. I'm going to go 15, 17, and 19 on the B string. So I'm going to get comfortable doing that. First off, we'll do a little bit of a lesson here around stretching. I like to keep my thumb really low. You'll even notice that this part of my hand might even grace the guitar a little bit. So much muting has to happen when we're executing runs that are really stretched out with a lot of distortion on any of these strings, but particularly being on the high B string here. So I'm really dampening this the best way that I possibly can. And what I'm going to do to get comfortable with it is I'm going to start by rolling off of my index finger, and then I'm going to bring my third finger to be on the 16th fret 4th string, and that's going to help me kind of close out the run so far. So it's going to sound just like this when I get rolling here. I'm going to start slow. And that's going to get us kind of going. So when I do that myself, now for all you people out there that like to use hybrid picking, I'll use my middle finger for the B note, or the B string rather, to start on that B note, and then I'll pick on the 4th string. It's a little bit easier, and like I said, to get used to the stretch first, I mean, by all means. It's a big stretch. You could go to the high E string and do the same thing. And just really get you comfortable with that. I mean, there's lots of ways that we can do that. So what I could do is I could bring in the high E string, and now if I pick that, I'm going to flatten my finger, and I'm going to grab this B note here with my pinky. Notice that's an upstroke. Down, up, up, or down, 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 up. I like hitting that with an upstroke. I think that's a little bit easier for me to be able to cruise through, but it's a fun lick to play. And if I hybrid pick that, now I'm going to add this other finger. So the pick is going to do the 4th string, the middle finger is going to get the B string, and this dude's going to get the high E string. And this is more of an, it's a Paul Gilbert, oriented lick, but I've seen Holdsworth do this. I saw Paul Gilbert do this on a Racer X video that was live at the Whiskey, and he's moving it around. For all you crazy fans out there, you'll know where that comes from. But this is cool. This is cool. We're just going to cruise slow like this. So some people think that that's a little bit easier to do, or it's easier to execute. But the fun proggy part of it is we can move it around in half-step increments either direction, and that's when it gets a little bit spacey. So and you get the idea. It's a fun lick this week. It's one lick this week, but it's one that'll get you stretching out. Thank you so much, everybody. I look forward to seeing you next week.